at this point, I'm hitting record and then it's coming on and I'm not even ready. Uh, like, the more that, well, what's been happening is the Lord's just been revealing and opening my eyes to many things. And when I'm uh, ready to share that with you all and everybody else to, help hopefully save people, or at least, like I always say, at least plant the seed as opposed to nothing. Because I just feel like the way that I put things is very relatable for anybody. Um, Whether you're in the hood or a gated community or whatever, or on a G4 plane or a yacht or anything, because real is real, but real really is actually just the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That's probably, for people that don't know anything from the Bible, almost everybody knows the truth shall set you free. But the that movie scene with Jack Nicholson, uh, where he says you can't handle the truth, that's what the issue is. It's too many of us out here can't handle the truth. Like right now, I'm having a hard time, a really hard time, handling the truth of that. Like my body's breaking down, like bad. My back is That's why I'm sitting up like this with this pillow behind me because I can't even lay down anymore. But I'm so exhausted that all I can do is lay down, and the pain is so bad and all that. And it's not even just my head anymore with my nerve and all that. It's starting to like basically from my waist up, like everything. I mainly wanted to make this video to. I haven't had to go to the ER in a long time, but I'm gonna have to go to the ER for my back because I forgot to get the soap off the shelf on the wall before I got in the bath, and I haven't touched water in about 4 or 5 days. Um, but I mean, luckily I don't. Like everybody's different, but my body is very, I guess, resistant to sweat and heat and moisture and all that. So, I mean, if I really wanted to make it like a thing, I could really take a shower like every 3 or 4 days if I really wanted to, and it would still be the same as like taking one every day. But I know a lot of people think you should take a shower every day, but um, like when it's hot outside, that's one thing because everybody's sweating. But uh, it's just like if you wash your hands too much, you're stripping away like the bacterial fighting agents off your hands, and you're actually ironically making your hands more susceptible to you getting germs, and then like you touch your face and then you get sick type of thing. Last time I checked, that was correct. If I'm not, you can correct me, but I believe that's still the same. Uh, but I was um, getting out of the tub, and I didn't show y'all, but or you might have seen it, but I have two little helper rail things to sit up. Um, because I live alone, so especially before my first brain surgery, I got those put in before that because I knew I would need them. Although I didn't get it in a bath or a shower after my surgery, obviously for a long time because um, after you have a surgery on your head, especially, um, the most the most dangerous part is your incision coming undone and being exposed to everything that's dirty. Like just because your house is clean and like you could just vacuum, but there's still debris and dirt and all those things. Not to mention stuff that comes from outside that could, well, that will get into your incision. Then it can become infected, and then you can die very quickly. Um, so essentially, you have to, and even the back of an ambulance is like one of the worst places to be because you don't know what things that are in the air or still there that they might have missed from even very thoroughly cleaning out the back of an ambulance from the previous person that was in there before you. But when you're, luckily mine didn't get infected or come undone, but even if it doesn't come undone and open up, not to be graphic, but um, infection can still happen. Um, and so, yeah. Um, Sorry, I'm just, I've been in survival mode and tough and hard mode for so long. Kind of, well, I mean, I did shut off my emotions and everything, which is ironic for a bipolar person to say, but I didn't know I was bipolar at the time. But also, ironically, I've always said that I'm either at 100 or I'm at zero. I don't have an in between setting of emotion. Um, and everybody that knows me knows that very well. And also, everybody chastises me because uh, I've been notoriously overly emotional. But just being bipolar by itself with no abuse in your life or PTSD or trauma or whatever, the over emotionality of it, if that's even a word, uh, is going to be prevalent regardless. But anything that's more difficult to deal with is going to only heighten it. Oh, God. Oh, not to mention that I'm losing blood again. Doesn't bother me though. I'm used to it. And if I start getting pale or if I start feeling wobbly, then it's time to go to the hospital. But until that time, I know I'm alright. It's normal for us Crohn's people. It's just that some of us but see, when your Crohn's is active and you're losing blood, there's a difference. Like if it, like if your nose bleeds for 10 minutes and it looks worse than it is, loss of blood, that's nothing to worry about. But Like if you're at work or something and a piece of metal flies off, or you brush up against one because somebody ran past you and pushed you into something sharp, and you have a deep wound or a relatively deep wound, and you're unable to control the bleeding, and the entire rag is soaked full of blood, or if the bandage is, if the blood's seeping through the bandage and it's completely like soaked, then that's time to go to the hospital for like comparison for when you're bleeding with Crohn's. The babies have been so concerned that they've been Harley slept at the bottom of the bed and Joker was right next to me, and I've been asleep for about a day and a half. And I just now got up. I can't even keep my eyes open. I might have to do this video with my eyes closed, to be honest with you. I can't keep talking too much longer because it's hurting too bad and it's too taxing. But I just wanted to share a video or share I had been talking about it when I was awake, and then it's a very it's hard to describe type of it was a dream for once instead of a bad, like a nightmare or night terror or whatever. But I was talking to an old girlfriend of mine about things in hindsight, and about us having kids and get married and all that kind of stuff. And it was a agreeable adult conversation and everything. And the weird thing is that after that, um, the dream I had, well, it would have been like the second one. It was like today, actually. Um, the more important one is before that. But um, the weird thing is that well, Radina and Megan are very similar. Like if you just saw them side by side, you would see that, like, yeah, I do have a certain type, which is basically just like brunettes with long hair, and I don't really care too much about like the body type or ethnicity or whatever. Um, but we and Radina couldn't have kids anyways, but uh, and I didn't want kids, or I don't want kids rather, which makes this all the more bizarre. But the weird thing is that um, when this was happening, I was thinking of, like, it was Radina in the dream, but I was like also thinking that it was like Megan at the same time, so it was weird. That's why it's hard to explain. But basically, me and Radina had a kid, and then like things were like sort of okay at first, and then eventually um, she had got like completely hostile with everything, and it just got worse and worse. And then I just basically regretted having a kid with her because of, I guess, maybe ignoring my own intuition or whatever. And so that was that. And when these things happen, sometimes I'm pretty decent at analyzing and figuring out why they're happening. This one, I don't really, I don't know. I don't have the strength right now to try to figure it out. Um, But if you pray on it and give it to God and everything, um, it'll be made known to you, usually at some point. You know, you know what's what. But speaking of God, and the reason I wanted to share this is because I already know I'm going to get upset. So if you don't know, I don't have any videos or audio of my mom. So the last time, well, the second to last time I heard my mom's voice was the night she died. Um, and the last time I saw her on a video and heard her voice was when I first moved back home, or first came back home for a while with my girlfriend, Dorica, at the time in 2013, for my dad's first surgery that he could have died from. Very high likelihood. Uh, I had some old VHS tapes that I found that had me and my family on it. A lot of my siblings when they were younger. And it changed from a thing of Jade with her little firefighter thing on when she was like 2 or 3 in kindergarten. It went from that all of a sudden to, and I had no warning or nothing, but it went to that black and silver and gray and white fuzzy line thing to, first I saw myself in like a little booster chair. I was probably like 1. Yeah, probably 1 or 2. And there was some other family around that I saw and heard. And I couldn't make out who all they were at the time. But baby always knows their mom's voice. And this is so fucking hard, man. Because, see, most of y'all, you don't think about it, or you've never even, it's never crossed your mind, but most of y'all probably have pictures and videos, or audio and video of your mom. But when you don't have it, especially with traumatic backgrounds like mine or yours, anybody watching, uh, a lot of us just don't make it in one way or another, or literally, because it cuts that deep. But off on the side, like the left-hand side of me, I heard my mom's voice. And then I saw her, and aside from my mom dying and me hugging her on the ground, just saying bye one last time, um, I've never been that upset in my life. If like you've seen anime, and their eyes get like tense, and the over dramatized part of when the tears just start like streaming out, uh, like rapidly. That's exactly what happened, and that's the only time that's ever happened to me in my whole life. Um, that I can remember right now. Uh, and as as happy as I was to finally see my mom for the first time since she died. Uh, Even for someone like me that loves their mom as much as anyone else, where there's not a scale that measures it, I had to turn it off after about 30 seconds. Um, 'Cause it hurt too bad, and it was just too much. And if you could die from crying too hard over your mom, then that definitely would have killed me. It still does, just not 6 feet under type thing. But anyway, I say that to say that I really, outside of that, I don't have access to that video anymore because my dad died, and the tapes that it was on was taken out of the house, and the people that my sister's mom that has it, I haven't been able to get it either from her or my sister, even though my sister was working on it. But so now I only see my mom in my dreams, and it might be less. It might be 3 times a year if I'm lucky. But she rarely ever talks to me, which is more upsetting. The fuck was that? The whole time I've been living here, I never heard anybody whistle, and they just started whistling out of nowhere, and it sounded kind of weird. Anyways, um, hi baby. Hey man. Poor Joker's been trying to wake me up all day. They don't like when I'm not feeling good. Hi baby. I know him, baby. I know. But anyway, I had this dream, and I was in this like, wow. It just literally, I just realized where I was. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, because it's not. Obviously, it's not. We're all not there yet, because we're still here. But it was like a maybe like a preview or an example, or like a probably just a way that I could understand it. Um. Oh. Oh. And see, I'm laying down on my back now, and I shouldn't be, but I can't do nothing else but do that because I don't have any energy or strength to keep sitting up anymore. But I had a dream, and I was talking to my mom, either telepathically or maybe just by sight. I'm not sure. I can't remember right now. But I know that my mom was there. I know that we were in front of each other. And essentially, I just was thinking, I just wanted some reassurance that I get to see my mom again. And you would think that she made her peace with God and with everyone that heard her, especially her mom. And, she accepted the Lord again. And then she died like a week later. So I know she's in heaven, and I shouldn't be worried about her because she's not in pain anymore. But I'm still in pain. And just a quick sidebar. I talked. I matched with this girl on Tinder yesterday, and we video chatted, and one of the first things she said was that she told me a lot of the things that was happening with her, and were very similar. And she even directly mentioned some stuff about some videos I made on here, which I know that's just the Lord working. Because it doesn't matter, because a lot of y'all might think like, oh, Tinder's just for this or that, but you never know when or where you're going to cross paths with somebody that the Lord has planned for you um, to help or to um, that kind of thing, and or who might need your help, or you might need their help, and you don't know it, or you do. And one of the first things she said was that God won't put any more on you than you can handle, and I've always known that my entire life, but at the same time, I feel like God is killing me with all this, just everything. I'm not mad or nothing, or hateful or nothing like that. I've never been like that. Like, I've been angry at God and I've questioned things like anybody else, but I've never had hate in my heart for God or Jesus or nothing. Just grateful to be blessed and alive and favored and one of his children and set aside when I didn't deserve it most times. And so that was that. But after being by my mom, because I've been thinking about it all day, and I couldn't. It's on. I was making this video just right here. I couldn't figure out, like, that was just so dumb. Like, why would God show me that? It doesn't make any sense. Dumb in the sense that, like, that's something we do every day. So why would I be getting shown something that we do every day? And but it just hit me. Uh, I was well. First of all, it was kind of like I kind of took like an elevator. I kind of went like from like being lower in a lower area, like up. Um, so I went from like a lower level to a higher level. And when I went through like the little door area, security things or whatever, there's all these people working. And then I came around this like hall and I was in a room very similar to the room that me and my mom shared when the house that she died in. Now that I think about it, because I was pretty much like this, either in the bed or sitting up in the bed, or I think I was sitting up at the end of the bed, and God was like, well, not like like I wasn't. It's hard to explain. I'm not being funny, but I wasn't looking at God because we can't look at God. But I think only Moses has seen God's face. I believe. I mean, obviously Jesus has, I'm sure, but not any but maybe like two or three people. But it was about this far away, and um, I asked God two things. I said, well, I get to see my mom again, and he said yes. And I asked, will I get to heaven? And he said yes. And like right when he had said that, I just felt like just complete peace about everything. Uh, when well, you see online right now, and it's not just me, but there's all types of people that are sharing different um, visions or dreams or things that have been revealed to them asleep because uh, we're in the spirit realm when we're asleep. And the same way that a lot of people that the books are named after, like John, Matthew, and everything, Paul, Peter, they have God gives them visions, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just to prepare us and to keep watching, to be ready. And uh, so sometimes it might seem a little bit hard to understand or believe, but you can take solace in the fact that it's not just me sounding like I'm crazy or making stuff up or exaggerating or whatever, or taking things out of context or making it personal or whatever. Um, but it's about all of us. It's not about one of us. Because if it was only about one of us, then only one of us would ever have these things happening revealed to us, and then nobody else would ever believe us because they'd be like, "Oh, well, you're just crazy." And like I'm not the only person that's had really bad things happen and lost their mom and struggles really badly every day with the loss of their mom, type of thing. Just the same way that you might make a video and I might come across your video, and then whatever you're talking about with your mom might be something different than what I had, and you could be helping me, if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, uh, and then but see at the same time, before and after, I saw my mom and saw God. Um, there's all these people working in like this like office station thing or whatever. And the whole time I was in there, I was like, why in the world am I in here? Like, I've worked my whole life. I don't need to be, like, because I understood that I was seeing my mom for a reason, and I was seeing God was reaching out to me for a reason. But it was like a avatar or like a proxy of God, like a placeholder. It wasn't, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't actually like God's real form. It was it's hard to explain. He was just materializing in a different way, but just also in a way that I could still know it was him, if that makes sense. And seeing their favorite activity, waiting daddy, Joker. Baby, you okay, my mouth? You got daddy? You my babies? Are you okay, Joker? Okay. Oh, buddy. Come here. Come here, baby. Daddy okay. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here, Joker. Oh, see, he's gonna make his round and he's gonna come back around. Come here. See? Come here, baby. Him okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. You got daddy, baby. You're okay. Daddy hanging in there, baby, okay? It's okay, baby. It's okay. I know. I know, buddy. I know. Excuse me. Hey, baby girl. Hi, mama. Harley was keeping watch outside the tub. There was a piece of something that was hanging off the that was hanging off of the or it was floating in the bath water, and she got a little bit shook. You know, they do that little giraffe neck thing where they go like investigating. I just think it's hilarious that cats will be more cautious about something, and dogs will just straight up like not even think about nothing. Like a cat will almost get hit by a porcupine, but then a dog would just be like having 100 quills in their head. I'm not calling dogs dumb or nothing. I just think it's just being a cat person. I mean, I love all animals, but cats are my favorite. But just being a cat person, I just think it's kind of funny. And well, I don't want to see no animal get hurt, but you know what I mean. Just in a off kilter kind of way. But I gotta finish this video because I'm in a lot of pain. Um, but hold on a second. Jesus. Oh God, help me. Where's the oh, man. I don't know where I put my Pepto-Bismol at. It's not the time to not know where it is. Oh God. Oh, I feel so bad, man. Oh. But like I always say, I know a lot of times I might sound like I'm trying to like sound like something I'm not. But y'all really gotta understand the two most important things is God is the Father and the Creator. And the reason for all good things and all good things in our lives. And when we get to heaven, and well, equally, um, Jesus suffered in the worst way ever, and not just in crucifixion, but in life, um, and died for all our sins so that we don't go to hell because death is the wager of sin, and in death you will perish, except for being born again and saved. And so, the main thing that keeps me going to make these videos and everything, because it's really not even about like I said, it's not even about the money or the donations or the GoFundMe. It's not even about that. It's about sharing my testimony. Because honestly, a lot of times, well, most times, you just hear a testimony one time, and it's a really great thing and everything, and saves a lot of people, and it's moving. But just the same way you only get like a little bit of insight from like a movie and a TV series, you can get like an extensive breakdown and a lot more context, and it can be relatable in a lot more ways because you have a lot more chances to see how there's similarities or parallels between the longevity of it in your life and then your walk with Christ and God versus just, you know, an hour and a half. You have 10,000 hours over 10 seasons, for example. Where's the Pepto-Bismol, you guys? I usually have it somewhere where I can find it, and I can't find it. Hold on. Sorry about that. I've been having a lot of mucus build up and stuff too. Okay, I really don't know where I put this stuff at. Lord. I only have one left. The other one, I used all of it. Ain't it anywhere? Like, oh God. See, I get stressed out when I can't find things I need, like my medicine. You see, I'm going around in circles. I guess it must be back here. No? Oh Lord. Where is it? The last place I had it was in the living room. Oh, hold on. It might be let's see. It might be stuck back here. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me. We're gonna go for a little ride, okay, Harley? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, come on. Where is it? You gotta be kidding me. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna lose my mind, people. Come on, man. This doesn't make any sense. See, I'm all like paranoid now. Whistling freaks me out. I don't know why, it just does. Um, but uh, but yeah, where I was is, um, like everybody will have a job in heaven, and I believe we'll get to pick what it is, like whatever we most wanted to do, we'll be able to do and stuff, and everything. And where I was is basically a, a, a preview of, like, everybody was working for God and stuff, and I didn't realize that that's where I was until I had just made this video. So thank you for that, God. That's awesome. But I just wanted to share that with you all, and I'm about to go and get off here because I'm about to try to find my Pepto-Bismol without passing out. So I'm really not feeling good. But I love you guys and God bless. All right.